Welcome back to the Junior League Softball World Series. Kirkland, Washington has opened its arms to this worldwide event. We'll be crowning a champion over the weekend, but right now we're in our first day of pool play, and the final game of the day will be Kirkland, Washington against Puerto Rico. Everybody in pool play today. There are two pools, Pool A, Pool B, South Carolina and Illinois getting a win today in this pool. However, Washington will be playing its first game, and it'll be the second game of the day for Puerto Rico, but always a big crowd on hand when we have the team from Kirkland here. It's rocking in here. A lot of people in the outfield, too. Blankets. This is what I'm talking about, Kenzie.
Yeah, the local crowd had to wait a little bit, a couple of games in front of them, but worth the wait here.
And they got an extra hour to get here. This game's starting a little over an hour late.
Yeah, you can tell the energy's just a little bit different with the hometown crowd here before the game. More fans kind of getting ready, and everyone's on the edge of their seats. Everything's being announced. Everything's a little bit louder.
It's the place to be on a Sunday night. Here's the people out on the hill beyond the outfield fence.
Yeah, those are the vibes right there. That's where I would hang out. I would be hanging out in the berm, in the shade.
Be hanging out with the dog.
There you go.
So Puerto Rico lost to South Carolina earlier today in the first game. That was just a 1-0 game. And when you get to play the second game in a day after a loss, good thing or bad thing?
Oh, I mean, I think good thing. You want to kind of right the ship a little bit, and you get your first taste of the World Series, kind of talk about it briefly as a team. What can we do a little bit better? And there's always that competitor in you, right? Like, okay, I want to go now. I want to fix, you know, what I kind of maybe did wrong in the first inning, or have another chance at something that I thought I could do a little bit better.
New pitcher in the circle, Brianna Sanchez, will get the start for them in this game.
I also think there's some nerves in that first game, so you get those nerves kind of dusted off a little bit.
That run scored was in the first inning, and Puerto Rico just never could get their bats going. Washington, Camille Garetas, who's the manager's daughter, Nick Garetas. His brother Miles also plays Little League. This Washington team, coach is saying, made of multi-sport athletes. It's a young team, this Washington team. There's Nick Garetas. 11 of the 12 players are 13. And these are 12 to 14-year-olds. Yes, we have 15-year-olds, but they were 14 before the cutoff. So let's see what the local team has in store for the Puerto Rican All-Stars.
A little deep breath, and here we go.
We're certainly going to have the crowd behind them. It's been so refreshing to see how the town of Kirkland has thrown its support not only behind this team, but the entire event. Camille Garetas, who will be in the circle for Washington, now in the batter's box, facing Sanchez to start this 7-inning game. First game of pool play for Washington, second for Puerto Rico. First pitch of the game is hit sharply to Bermudez, and Bermudez, the hot corner, makes that look easy. She's ready.
Oh, yeah, I am loving this first play, first pitch, and already maybe the play of the game. Look at that backhand, so smooth. Bermudez, we saw her make a couple of great plays earlier today, just settling in, big smiles. So comfortable.
Erasmus. Up to bat now. Harris Simowitz, second baseman in the field. Future pediatric surgeon. Says her special talent is she reads fast. Gerasimowicz late on that swing. 1-2. Dad Kevin played baseball at Washington State. Mom Gina was a cheerleader for the Seahawks. And that is a single up the middle. Good start for Gerasimowicz in Washington.
2-strike approach, swinging away. The lefty just a little bit off the end of the bat, but enough to get things going for the hometown team.
Kayla Martin, the player that coach said he thinks is most likely to play big-time collegiate softball and possibly go pro, lifts this out into right field, but it is right at Montez. Runner has to dive back, but throw goes over first, and now she's going to take second. They'll try to get her at second, and they do. What a play by the Puerto Rican defense. That is an unconventional double play. Becker and Kirkland, Goretis will be in the circle. 5'3", 14-year-old.
Warming up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make sure your catcher's ready.
Home plate umpire Jenna McLeod back there getting her to hold off. Yaneli Santana now stepping up to bat. Jenna McLeod home plate, part of the volunteer umpire crew. Garth Sanders is the crew chief. He's at third base. Strike called. Getting into that time of day where the sun is getting lower in the sky and it is starting to cast a shadow over that batter's box area. Pitch gets away from Goretis. No harm. You want to get all those out of your system in the first inning with nobody on. Comes right back with a strike. 1-2.
Sure, Puerto Rico is just itching to get their offense going. Just really couldn't put anything together in game one earlier today.
Goretis runs over to grab it, and just too much speed by Santana, an infield single. Great speed by Santana. Puerto Rico with one on. Montez up to bat. Let's see if we can pick up any noticeable differences. Infield is in, expecting a bunt here from Montez.
The center fielder for Washington, Kosakis, is really shallow as well.
She was coming up to cover second base.
You can see where Gilliland is out there and left as well, just a couple of steps outside the dirt. Our right fielder, Stone, is still pretty normal, so it's definitely a left side shift. I wonder if Coach Leon, the Puerto Rican third base coach, sees something defensively that he wants to talk about and maybe strategize. It's one of those things where if you see a defense give you something and you know that your hitters have something more in their arsenal where you can beat a shift or power up. It's kind of that cat and mouse game, and right now Washington is really crunching things in the infield and in the outfield. It's
interesting. He talked to Santana, the runner, as much as he did, if not more, to the batter Montez. So let's see what Puerto Rico has us up its sleeve here. Now 1-0. Everybody's still in on defense. Way up. Runner goes. They will throw down into the outfield. This is going to score a run. And that's a tough break for Washington, but good heads-up play by Puerto Rico as Kosakis fell down when she went over to cover second, there was no one behind her.
Yeah, so straight steal here, protected steal, and there's no one to cover second base because it looked like Kasakis, the center fielder, was coming in to take the throw at second base and runs into the umpire. I don't know if I have ever seen that before.
That's bad luck, but it is to the advantage of Puerto Rico, so they now have scored their first run. Montez still in the batter's box. Santana scored all the way from first.
Remember, you said that Coach Leone was talking to Santana, the base runner, and it was for that play right there. They were seeing the shift that Washington was giving them. Martin, the shortstop, is way in and way over, respecting the short game of Montez. And so, hey, we're going to straight steal. And the thing for Washington defensively, when you have your center fielder come in to cover second base, if a throw gets away, who's back up? No one. And that throw got away. It was unfortunate. Of course, you don't plan for your center fielder to run into an umpire. But just any bad throw with the speed of Santana, that is a run, and that's what happened.
Carlos Leone called timeout, said there's 3 balls. Scoreboard had 2-0. Umpires met. We have 3-0 on our scoreboard. Montez outside. Three and 1 officially the count. Like her swinging on that 3-1 count. Aggressive.
Yeah, going with their slap, looking to power up. The head was just up a little bit. Let's keep that head down, chest down.
Full count to Montez, and a strikeout. Goretta's first strikeout. 1 down.
Nice bounce back after just a little bit of a craziness in the first inning here, and going to the change. Pull the string down in the zone. Saw the movement on it. First strikeout of the game.
Puerto Rico putting up the 1 run early. Figueroa, the batter. Nobody on, 1 out. Figueroa, Ohtani fan, a Mets fan. Favorite food, pasta con pollo. Good pitch. It's always fun for me to watch every pitcher's unique motion, the way they set up. Pop fly over to shortstop. Easy grab from Martin. 2 down.
I'm loving the handshakes that we've been seeing today.
Yeah.
It's our 3rd game, so we've had a lot of handshakes from different teams.
Best dugout, I think, of the day has been Italy.
Oh, no question.
Yevis up to bat. Thought about swinging on that first pitch. Good take, 1-0. Yevis, big Oklahoma softball fan. High and outside. Yeah, in terms of age, this is a veteran Puerto Rican team compared to the team from Washington. Good stop by Mia Kelly behind the plate. Kelly doing the dirty work back there. Retta's first walk puts Nieves at first base. So the threat by Puerto Rico not over with 2 outs. And Nieves getting the courtesy runner. Since she's the catcher, you get a pitcher and catcher can get a courtesy runner if they're on base with 2 outs. Courtesy runner Figueroa.
Courtesy runner at first base number 4.
Courtesy runner is always the player that would bat last in the lineup. Carlos Leon, he's doing some coaching early here. I love that move he made to score the run where he had the runner Santana steal.
Well, we've had now, this is our second game with Puerto Rico, and we've seen twice where Coach Leon is all over the count if there is 1 ball missed or 1 strike here, and making sure that he's on pace exactly with what the umpires have. Like, he is dialed in every single pitch.
I think he's got a counter over there. Carla Rodriguez squares around a bunt, pulls it back, swings. 2 strikes. Saw Carla in the circle earlier today. She was 1 for 2 earlier today. Nice catch by the shortstop, Michaela Martin. Charged hard to catch the infield fly. 1-0 Washington. Last game of the day here, and the locals have come out in full force to support their Kirkland, Washington team. Puerto Rico up 1-0 as we head to the top of the 2nd inning. Stella Desai will be the first batter for Washington. Biggest crowd of the day here in Everest Park. Sun-drenched day. Stella Desai, coach told us, most likely to win a dance competition, though her special talent is juggling. She's a good volleyball player. In fact, her favorite athlete is Harper Murray, the Nebraska star. Inside ball 1.
Warms my heart to hear all of these young ladies who are playing different sports. It's one of the biggest things that I am a cheerleader for. Play everything. There's no need to specialize if you don't have to.
The newest sport that I've seen popping up on questionnaires is now flag football is an official sport in so many high schools for girls. A lot of these girls on their school's flag football team. That'll be an Olympic sport in Los Angeles. That is ripped fair down the 3rd base line. Desai makes her turn, is going to go to 2nd, and they will throw her out. An ambitious attempt by Desai. She had the single, just tried to stretch it into a double. Nice throw. Bermudez looks like hopefully she's okay. Actually, that's Rodriguez, 2nd baseman.
Yeah, Desai, I think, just slid right into her leg.
Darielis just saying, let me walk it off. Hopefully I'm going to be okay. It's tough. Watch this.
Desai is trying to stretch this into a double, and the throw beats her by a mile. Yeah, I think she just slid right into her foot. Those cleats don't feel good. But let's take a moment for that throw. Santana out there in left field. getting it in so quickly and never assuming. That's the biggest thing as an outfielder. You cannot assume that it's just going to be a single. You've got to hurry, get that ball in, deliver a strike. And that's exactly what she did.
So Sabrina Hagen stepping in, hits it over to third. Bermuda makes the throw, safe. She was off the bag, says our first base umpire, Jeff Doherty.
Bermudez is just a vacuum over at third base. Throw maybe a little bit high. No, not high at all. It's a great throw.
Huh.
I don't see anything there.
Yeah.
I think that foot is solidly on the base.
Remember, runners going to the orange base, defense goes to the white base. Is her foot off?
I don't think so.
This is, may get reviewed.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Yeah.
Coach gets 2 challenges to use. We had a couple of challenges in our first game. Did we have any challenges in our second game? I don't think we did. We had 31 runs.
We had a slight delay for sickness.
We did. We had a sickness delay, but I don't think we had a challenge.
Hagen has not left the base, so she's staying over here while this is being decided. We'll have the replay, the review center take a look at it and tell our local umpires what the call is. Has to be clear to them that this was a mistake. The call on the field is out, but we just can't see that space in between the base and the cleat there, but from that angle, it looks like her foot is on the bag.
Yep.
Ball's in her mitt right there. Good work and replay.
Yeah, it looks good to me. Her foot almost looks elevated too, so that means that she's on the base. I mean, right there it's coming off, right? Because she's fallen into the throw. It's kind of taking her off, but at point of contact in the glove, it looked good to me.
I see some seriously stretchy arms out there. Peter O'Brien and 50-50 raffle tickets.
Even after day one, you're kind of learning these players. And any ball that's hit at Bermudez, I just assume it's an out.
She's so good.
Third base. So we're waiting on the decision of this call on the field. She was called safe. In the glove there.
Well, if they're asking me, I think out, but it is not up to me.
Call on the field was safe.
Let's see.
And that call will stand. So they saw something we didn't, which is why we have that system.
Well, I'm 1 for 2, so I'm not doing so great. But we have a long week. I can get my average back up there.
So Hagen safely on. Kotsakis, center fielder, up to bat for Washington, 1 out. Top of the second inning, called strike thrown by Sanchez. Runner gonna go, and she'll get second base. Hagen down at second in scoring position. Boy, this Washington team, they're looking to run. It's cost them so far, but they were able to get down there that time. Because you feel like if you attack enough, sooner or later you're going to have success. Katsakis, a very good soccer player. I wouldn't put it past Hagan to see her try to get to third.
I'm just not running on Bermudez over there at third. She'd be on it.
Fouled away.
She wants the ball every single pitch.
Count goes to 2-2. Puerto Rico getting the run in the first inning. Washington with a chance to tie here. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. That's high. Count goes full. Nice pitch. So 2 outs for a strikeout by Sanchez.
Just attacks the outside corner. And I love the little emotion from both her and the Evans behind the plate. Fire me up.
They're pumped up, especially after that loss earlier today. You can feel a different energy in them. Mia Kelly up to bat now. Kelly, 5'3", 13 years old, wants to be a dermatologist one day. Favorite movie is The Sandlot. Pops that up. Sanchez says, everybody get away, I got it. And she does. So Washington leaves 1 on. It's still Puerto Rico in front, 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Back here in Kirkland, Washington, the home team. District 9 Little League. Trailing Puerto Rico right now, 1-0. He's Nellian Bermudez, who is so good at third base, up to bat now. In the 6 hole for Puerto Rico. Gets her bat on it. That is into left field. A nice catch by Gilliland. Sun in her eyes. See that shadow behind her. Sun is right in her face out there in the outfield and left field especially.
Yeah, that left side, even shortstop, third base, all dealing with that sun, and it's going to get worse as it continues to set.
Brianna Sanchez up to bat, pitcher for Puerto Rico. Sanchez, another volleyball player. Gorettes doesn't get Sanchez to chase that. On the ground to first. Good job by Desai.
Just pitching to contact and your team having your back. You want to be the first baseman in this game. You don't have to deal with that sun at all.
Jerry Ellis Rodriguez back up to bat for Puerto Rico. Just in terms of personality, one of the toughest kids on their team, a wrestling fan. Her hobby's going to the gym. Favorite subject is math. A lot of intangibles. Tell you how tough she is. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Hit through the hole. And a clean base hit for Rodriguez. Nice hit for Darielis Rodriguez. Try to get some started here for Puerto Rico. Rodriguez with 2 outs. Can get... Sorry, she's not pitching second. So she'll stay where she is. They called time. It was just for her to give the batting gloves up. This is Morris now up to bat. Big cut. Morris. Uncle Sergi's pro tennis player. A lot of athleticism in her family. Runner going. No, comes back. Infield was ready.
It's the biggest compliment as a base runner. If you get the defense to yell going, it tells yourself that, okay, my lead was aggressive. That's what you want.
It's Rodriguez over at first base. 1-2 the count. Now runners going, throw down to second, safe. Rodriguez got a good jump. Oh, wait a minute.
Leaving early? Had to have been, right?
Call was safe, but they have changed it to out, and I can only assume that she did leave early. So we'll sort that out. Come back. Washington up to bat. So the third out was because runner left early. They can't leave till the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. And she's on the way there.
Yep.
So a good call by the umpires to catch that.
It's still a great throw from behind the dish from Mia Kelly, regardless of how the play resulted. That was a cannon.
Washington up to bat now in the top of the third, down by 1. It's Charlie Scavera. Scavera sends it right back up the middle. Oh my goodness, what a play by Rodriguez, the second baseman.
This is why you never give up on a play. Could have just assumed that the play was over. Goes between the legs of her pitcher, and then she bobbles it herself, but does not give up. A little bit of a bobble, grab it with your glove and toss it over.
And just got Scavera by a half a step. Vamos. Rose Stone coming up. Stone, one of the taller players for this team, just over 5'8". Mom Shannon is one of the coaches on this team. No surprise, she plays basketball and volleyball. Played umpire Jenna McLeod. Gonna go change the ball out with Sanchez. Count 1-1, 1 out. Fouled away, 2-2.
It's a good hack on a hitter's count, 2-1 count. I'm always looking at those moments to see how those hitters take advantage. Now you're in a little bit of a protection with 2 strikes. Got to shorten up a little bit more.
Rose Stone, her dream job would be a ride tester for Disney. That's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's so genius. I've never thought of that. Is that a thing?
It is in her brain.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to test them.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe the people that build it, though. Strikeout thrown by Sanchez. And now 2 outs. Sanchez starting to get heated up in the circle now. It's her second strikeout, last 4 batters.
Brianna Sanchez, she's a competitor. She's got a little feistiness to her that I'm just loving.
Yeah.
Second strikeout, this one looking.
Facing Aaliyah Gilliland now. Gilliland bunts it foul. Got to get the story that Gilliland says she's related to Jared and Shannon Leto.
Jared Leto, like the singer or actor. I guess whatever.
Yeah,
well, he's a singer, okay? 30 Seconds to Mars, raise me.
Entertainer, actor. Favorite athletes, Cal Raleigh. He's on a lot of these Washington players' questionnaires. The big dumper, Seattle Mariner.
Probably the best nickname in sports right now.
It's just so many things I could say in response to that.
Are you kidding? Like when he has a huge home run,
I will say
you could just get into that call.
He has just done an endorsement deal with a porta potty company.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's knowing your brand.
He's embracing it.
Yeah. I mean, what's the alternative?
Have you ever heard of an athlete with a porta potty deal? Big cut, better pitch. Gilliland with the swing and miss. Strike by Sanchez, 2-2. Sanchez looking to strike out back-to-back batters.
Oof, the strike.
Catcher asking Jenna McLeod, our home plate umpire, about that one. Gilliland has tremendous speed as well. Hits that right over Bermuda for a beautiful base hit. And so Washington has one on with 2 outs. Gilliland just so smooth attacking that pitch.
So the call that doesn't go the way of Brianna Sanchez gives Gilliland another pitch, and she takes advantage.
Lola Hasslinger, the team prankster, up to bat. Another big dumper fan. Said she has no superstitions. She just goes all in. Puerto Rican manager Carlos Leon back out of the dugout talking to the home plate umpire Jenna McLeod.
Sure, just inquiring about a couple of pitches in this inning.
Very respectful. Hasslinger ahead in the count, 1-0. Runner thinking of going. They check her. Hasslinger, another flag football player. Late on that swing. Oh, nice pitch. Strike two. Runner going, throw down to second, not in time. Good speed by Gilliland to take second. They are testing the catcher.
Now back and forth we go. Nieves, ball just a little bit low. Rodriguez was there in time, but the throw took her back a little bit away from the base.
Good steal, puts runner in scoring position. No more force out at second. Full count with 2 outs. And a strikeout thrown by Sanchez. And Washington leaves another on base.
How about the third strikeout and 2 in this inning, both looking. Brianna Sanchez bringing the heat. She's competitive. Yeah, a little fist pump there. Let's go.
Professional softball returning to Greenville, North Carolina for the 2025 AUSL Pro Games presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Set to take place on Wednesday, August 6th. Learn more at littleleague.org/athletes unlimited. That is when the pro athletes come out and play in front of the Little Leaguers.
Congratulations to the Talents. They clinched today's championship, first ever AUSL championship. Won it in 2 games.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it yesterday. They kept being interrupted by
the rain,
thunderstorms down in Alabama.
Montana Fouts with a complete game shutout at Alabama. Like all the chills, all the feels. What a moment earlier today.
Kanishka Rodriguez up to bat. Faking bunt. That pitch down in the dirt gets stopped by the catcher, Mia Kelly. Bottom of the third, Puerto Rico trying to add to their 1-0 lead. That's a walk. Pitch again, getting away from Guerreras. Second walk she's given up. That's the leadoff batter here. Villafane up next.
Now, walks are going to happen, and we're not perfect as pitchers, but I always look at when the walks are happening, and you never want a leadoff walk to the bottom part of the lineup, and that's exactly what happens right here for Puerto Rico offensively. So you have to take advantage of that free base and have some quality at-bats to follow it.
Villafane, imposing presence up there at the plate in the 11 spot for Puerto Rico in this batting order. They sent 12 to the plate. Well, it's going after that one. 0-2.
Digging her helmet.
Yeah.
She's the only one with the softball helmet.
Get the feeling if she gets a hold of one, it's out of here. Third base coach calling timeout. Coach Leon just to give the hitter some instructions. And Villafane ran down to first. Catcher held onto the ball. So a strikeout for Guerreras.
Now batting center fielder number 3,
Yeah, so an out for Guerreras in the circle, but for Puerto Rico, you have an unproductive out. Something to happen offensively. You get that leadoff runner on. Got to find a way to get her over to second base.
Sato squared around the bunt, pulled it back. Rosado, daughter of a correctional officer and a teacher. She's only 5'1". It's 1 for 2 earlier today. Squares around a bunt, tried to put it down. Runner was going.
I get a little bunt and run action.
Yeah, Rodriguez was off to the races.
You can only do that with certain players as a coach that you know are going to get that bunt down. There's a lot of trust that has to go into that.
Now the runner's going, another throw down. Safe. As Martin didn't hold on to that throw. Good throw by Mia Kelly behind the plate.
I'm telling you, she has a cannon as well. We saw it in the last half inning. Seeing it here again.
Still Goretas ahead in this count with 1 out, 1 and 2. Runner in scoring position for Puerto Rico. It's Rodriguez. Popped up out of play. Rosado, LA Dodgers all the way. Tani fan. Rodriguez thought about going to third. Back to second. Klaus is the third baseman for Washington. Getting ready to cover the bag. Drop third strike. And that could cost Washington as Rosado's able to take first when Kelly could not find the ball.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
So now 2 on for Puerto Rico with 1 out, and back to the top of the lineup. Yaneli Santana singled in her first at bat today. Single scores a run here.
Really trying to push the small ball here. Puerto Rico is offensively. Just have not been able to execute, get on top of those bunts.
Rosado the runner at first, Rodriguez the runner.
Ooh.
And
Wow.
safe. Never saw the call at home plate. We're assuming she was safe for the run. That's what Carlos Leon is asking for. Was she safe?
I'm wondering too. I didn't see a call. Okay, he's asking our home plate umpire, and she nodded yes. Look at this bunt. She avoids the ball. It's still close play.
Yeah, Rodriguez
There's no call.
was the runner. I never saw Jenna
No,
McLeod make a call, and that's why Carlos Leon is like, is she safe? Is she
I'm wondering
safe?
too. Rosado goes all the way from first to third. She's safe. Just misses her helmet by a hair.
So both coaches talking to their players right now, still waiting for the official score to be updated. We have it as 2-0. That's our assumption.
Well, no matter what happened, that was fun.
Yeah, a lot of action. So Santana went all the way to second base on that play, and now Washington is questioning what happened. Nick Goretas.
I'm wondering if we're going to have a challenge potentially at third base.
Well, Puerto Rico, with the exception of their base runner at third, they're all heading back into the dugout.
Okay, we're going to have a challenge.
No call on the field out at home.
Oh.
I did not see an out call. So this is going to be interesting.
The coach for Washington, Garetta's coach, was kind of talking to the umpires, and he was pointing towards third base, so that was leading me to think that he was going to challenge the play at third base. See if we can get some clarification.
Jenna McLeod had her hand out. The run is now on the scoreboard is 2-0, and this is actually what they're looking at here at third.
Okay, so we are challenging third base.
So the run is scored as a run, 2-0.
They're just keeping us on our toes,
Yeah.
aren't they? My goodness. Yeah, Kelly throwing it down to third base. It was a bang-bang play, and there was a very late slide by Rosado. If she slides earlier, she's easily safe, but because she slides so late, her foot doesn't hit the ground early enough. Is the glove on the body, though, before she gets to the base is the question. Is there enough to overturn?
Garth Sanders, the third base umpire, and the crew chief.
Seems like timing-wise,
on top of this.
If the glove is touching the leg there, the leg is definitely not on the base, but is the glove touching? I'm not sure.
That would have to be a clear error for them to overrule this. Call stands. So she is safe at third. So Puerto Rico now will have runners at second and third. Santana was able to get all the way to second base. And just one out as Montez now stepping in to hit. She struck out in her first at bat, but a single will score another run for Puerto Rico. They've already picked up one here. It's 2-0. Bunt foul. 0-2. Montez went down on strikes in her first appearance today. Chopper to shortstop. They'll go home for the out. Yes. Rosado adamant that she beat the throw there. But our home plate umpire emphatically calls this out.
You know what? I'm just loving the passion that I'm seeing right now from Puerto Rico. And, you know, if you're watching at home, you're kind of scratching your head going, I don't know if you go on this. I think you do. You go on this every time. You have to have a clean throw, a clean catch, a clean tag. And you end up with your trail runner on your tail, another runner at third base. So an out has to be made somewhere. There's no harm going on that. And that was just a good, well-executed play defensively for Washington to make sure they get an out somewhere.
Kayla Martin made a great throw. Runner going down to second. They got to be careful. Remember, there's a runner on third. They'll throw back home, but Puerto Rico scores again. Wait a minute.
No run.
No run. The play at second is called out. And Jenna McLeod coming over and explaining no run.
Great throw, great tag, quick out.
Wild game here, as these players really testing the umpires today, and our volunteer umpiring crew doing a great job. Puerto Rico up 2-0. Just had a run taken away from them because the play at second base ended up being out. Tag on the runner going to second. So it is 2-0 Puerto Rico as we head now with Washington coming up to bat.
Yeah, but this game is fun. I love games like this. Both teams just pushing the envelope on every aspect of the game, whether that's aggressive base running and overrunning a base or bunting and running. Some fun stuff.
4-0 student Junie Klaus coming up to bat. Her second language is Chinese. She also speaks Mandarin, Spanish. Swings on the first pitch. Pop up. Well handled by Villafane. Guerreras up to bat now. This is the leadoff batter for Washington, so this begins their second trip through the batting order. Lays down the bunt, just goes foul. Second World Series appearance for Guerreras. One of the leaders on this team. Her dream job's to be a book reviewer or editor.
A Washington chair right behind her. Favorite team is Washington.
That is lifted high to left field. And Figueroa lost it in the sun for a moment. So a base hit for Guerreras. Again, that's the place to hit it high into the sky, left field, because the sun is directly in the outfielder's eyes. And those sunglasses for Figueroa.
Two things when you're playing outfield. You have to make sure you have all your coverage, so your visor, check, your sunglasses as well.
Simowitz, another base hit into center field. Runner holds at second. So back-to-back hits to start this top of the fourth for Washington.
Had one fly ball, now we've got a ground ball. Washington offensively at the top of the lineup, looking to get something going.
Kayla Martin trying to keep it going. Smacks it in the outfield to center field again. Runners hold, bases loaded. One out. Washington had been so aggressive running earlier. I was looking to see if they were going to send Guerreras to try it from third. Held her there.
And sometimes you just need a little bit of luck to fall on your side to help get a rally and start something. Had the sunball to kick off this rally. A little bit of a gift offensively for Washington, but then credit the next couple of hitters, putting hard barrels to the ball, hitting them down on the ground, making something happen.
Washington in a nice spot now with the bases loaded, down by 2. One out here in the top of the fourth. Stella Desai, the next batter for Washington. Three straight hits for Washington. Good job behind the plate by Nieves to stop that. Loretta's the runner at third for Washington. Nevis holding on to that pitch, hoping to get the strike call. 2-0. Walk brings in a run. Size swinging away. Another good stop by Nieves. Three and one the count. Pressure is on Puerto Rico now, with the bases loaded and one out. Sharp one to third. Bermudez struggles to pick it up. Run scores for Washington.
And this is what a bases loaded situation can do to an infield. It just puts a little bit more pressure on you. And for someone like Bermudez, who has been flawless at third base so far, just feeling the runners around her and just gets a little bit ahead of herself, a rare error for her at third.
Sabrina Hagan trying to keep it going. Hagan, nice grab. What a catch by Rodriguez, the shortstop. Robbed Washington of a run.
Kanishka Rodriguez. Yes, this is what it's all about. Drop step in the sun, jumping at the right time, full extension, and then the awareness. Feet hit the ground, what's the next play? That's how you know that this is someone that's playing shortstop for a reason. That's big time.
Runners hold, 2 outs, bases still loaded for Washington. They've got one back here in the top of the fourth. Sakis, the batter, fouls it off. We'd have Louis, one of the team coaches this year. He's also a coach on last year's World Series team. Grandparents are from Greece. Up high. Davis asking if she can talk to her pitcher, calls a timeout. Two and one the count. Good job by Nieves, the catcher, getting everybody on the same page here in this critical moment. 2 and 1 with 2 outs, bases loaded. Well, that's in the dirt. Nieves again saves a run, keeps it in front of her. 3 and 1, pressure back on Sanchez to avoid walking in the run. Washington will take the lead. 2 runs score. 3 runs will score. And a massive shot by Katsakis gives Washington the lead.
2 outs and clears the bases. Hitters count 3-1. Not looking to walk. No, we're here to swing. And you could see where Rosado was shifted out in center field. She was playing to the left side of second base, so she has to run a very long way to run this ball down in the left center gap. And the race is on. Washington, 1, 2, 3. Here they all come. What an inning for the hometown team.
And Puerto Rico is going to make a change in the circle. They'll bring back Carla Rodriguez to pitch. Saw Rodriguez pitching earlier this morning against South Carolina. But Washington now exploding into a 4-2 lead with 2 outs. Rodriguez replacing Sanchez in the circle. Sakis, what a hit. All the way out to the fence. Saw Carla earlier today. It's Katsakis. Well, toast to the town right now. She's going to run back out to second. Drove in 3 runs.
Big hugs, and look, it was a 3-1 count. She could have just easily been hoping for a walk, but look, why hope for 1 run when you can have a bunch with 1 swing, and that's what she got.
Kelly hits it right at the shortstop. Rodriguez. Hang on just a second. And our umpires are going to put her back up to bat. Might have got started a little too quickly. So Kelly's back in the batter's box. It's the second base umpire that told everybody to get back on the field.
I have no idea.
Oh, hit it right back to her again. And this time, he's going to let him go to the dugout. But what an inning by Washington as they overtake Puerto Rico and lead 4-2 heading into the bottom of the 4th.
Big celebration for the hometown team. 4 runs in the 4th inning.
A 4-run top of the 4th inning has given Washington the 4-2 lead over Puerto Rico. And now we'll see if the home team or hometown team can hang on. Doretta stays in the circle for Washington. Figueroa, the batter. Elise Figueroa looking to get on base for the first time in this game. The second time through the Puerto Rican batting order. Smashes that over shortstop. That could be 2, and it is. Figueroa into second. And a double right away for Figueroa to start this bottom of the 4th. So Nieves steps up to try to drive in Figueroa. Nieves drew a walk in her first at bat today. strike.
A lot of Bad Bunny fans. Puerto Rican team on the questionnaire. He is everywhere, whether it's favorite celebrity or favorite singer.
That is going to be trouble, and caught by the center fielder, Kotsakis, but shortstop ran into the second base umpire, so it had to be Kotsakis. That second base umpires used to put football pads on. He's run into a lot. Yeah. Carla Rodriguez up to bat now, the current pitcher, squaring around, showing bunt. Runner at second, she pulls it back, swings, lifts it to left field. That is going to get out of play.
Going to ruin a tree out there. That ball was headed to the forest.
Straighten that out a little bit. That would have been trouble. Called strike, 0-2. Rodriguez rips another one into left field. Runner will hold. Good cutoff. Desai came over and cut that throw off, but now Puerto Rico is threatening with runners at first and third.
Little jam shot here. Find some grass out in left field. I love the response here offensively from Puerto Rico. After you see your opponent put up a 4 spot, got to get in that same mentality and say, you know what, we've got to get our swings off too.
Bermudez up to bat now, 1 out. See if Puerto Rico goes ahead and tries to steal second and lure Washington into a throw to score a run. Bermudez, base hit, run scores, 4-3. RBI single for Bermudez.
I love this for Bermudez, who, remember, had that error in the last inning that was a part of that big 4th inning for Washington. So you get a chance with your teammate 60 feet away from home, bat in your hands, make it happen.
Tying run is at second base now for Puerto Rico. Just 1 out. Sanchez hits it hard to second. Nice play by Harasimowicz. And Harasimowicz, second baseman, gets the out, but runners advance up to second and third now with 2 outs. Ellis Rodriguez up to her to keep this rally going here and tie the score. Rodriguez singled in her first at bat. Strike on the inside corner. Job by Mia Kelly behind the plate to stop that. One and 2. Washington needs 1 out to protect its lead. Puerto Rico needs a single to tie the game. High fly by. Second baseman makes the grab. Harasimowicz with a couple of putouts. Puerto Rico gets 1 back, 4-3 Washington. Want to see some girls with game? Tune in to yet another exciting summer of softball. Visit littleleaguesoftball.org for great content, information about starting a softball league, and more. Top of the 5th inning we go in this 7-inning game. Pool play, day 1. The home team, District 9 of Kirkland, Washington. Leading this game 4-3. Charlie Scavera will be the next batter. She won the lottery. She would pay her dad back for all the bats he's bought her, she said. It's nice. I think my son would ever pay me back.
I think I just felt all of America's dads just collectively nod their heads. Like,
there's hope.
That sounds about right. That's how much money we have spent on our daughters' bats. I guess I should say America, right? International dads are also nodding their heads.
Parents are Tony and Teresa. Set right back up to the pitcher. And an easy play for Rodriguez.
Starting at the plate now for P9, number 8, Rose Stone.
Rose Stone back up to bat for the 2nd time, struck out in her first appearance. She's the ride tester at Disney, or wants to be. Fouls it back. Hobbies are photography and painting, also plays on the basketball and volleyball team. Nice pitch.
Just bringing some good heat down in the zone. Nothing really fancy about it. It's a fastball.
Rodriguez ahead in the count. Oh, good job by Nieves. Almost took down our home plate umpire. After getting ahead 0-2 in the count. 2-2 now. It's inside and the count goes full. Stone draws a walk. Washington has another runner on here.
That's tough to lose if you're Carla Rodriguez in the circle. Just it's a frustrating feeling. You're up 0-2, can't find that put-away pitch.
Gilliland back up to bat, had a big hit in her last at bat. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back. Rose Stone just daring Nieves to make a throw down to first. Strike called, 1-1. Special talent, funny faces. Aaliyah Gilliland. See if she makes one to the pitcher. Got her in the helmet, so she'll take her base. So suddenly Rodriguez having some control issues, a walk and a batter hit.
That's why you wear a face mask all day. Ouch.
So Puerto Rico's put 2 Washington runners on base. Hasslinger coming up to bat now, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Washington looking to add to their 4-3 lead. Nice pitch. Hasslinger struck out in her first at bat. Two strikes. Finally made some contact. Foul ball. Those Washington fans behind her. Packed crowd over there on that side.
Tell Rodriguez and Nieves just really trying to work the outside part of the plate to Hasslinger.
Rodriguez had another 0-2 count. And a called third strike. 2 down.
The first strikeout of the game for Carla Rodriguez. Strikeout looking. Again, working that outer half, and this is just too close to take with 2 strikes for Hasslinger.
Junie Klaus trying to move the runners over. Another strike. It's going to be a foul out of play. Just don't have a lot of room over there on those sidelines to make a play. Good try by Santana. Klaus is on her school's ultimate frisbee team.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
It's a new one.
Yeah. Another good stop. Throw down to second. Off the bounce. Gets past second base. Good backup by the center fielder, Rosado. One and two the count, 2 outs. Puerto Rico trying to hold Washington. And a called third strike. Washington leaves 2 on. But Washington continues to lead this game 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Shutting down the threat, Carla Rodriguez. Back-to-back Ks, both looking, painting that outside corner.
Back in Kirkland, 4-3. Washington hanging on to a 1-point lead in their first game. This is Puerto Rico's second game. Puerto Rico lost to South Carolina this morning. Chelianes Morris up to bat, Dodger fan. Bottom of the Puerto Rican batting order and the continuous batting order. Both teams sending 12 to the plate. Hit that to center field. What a catch by Kotsakis. Wow.
Oh, yeah. We've had some amazing defensive plays. This is one of them. A little bit of a hesitation just trying to get a read on that ball, which is so tough when it's straight at you. You're fighting the sun. But the late stretch, not giving up on it. And how good does that feel? Especially after a couple of innings ago, she had that 3-run double to clear the bases. So just doing a little bit of everything.
Bunt laid down. That's going to be a single. Nice bunt by Kanishka Rodriguez. That was perfectly placed.
Number 23 plays first base.
So the leading run stepping up to the plate now, Villafane. Villafane struck out her first at bat. It's this high shortstop, calls everybody off, makes the catch. Michaela Martin will run it in. Runner stays at first. Rosado back up to bat. First time she was up, a dropped third strike resulted in her making it to first. He's down another bunt. Runner heading to second. Play will have to go to first. They get it. Nice play. All they needed was one. So good job by Washington not to allow Puerto Rico to add any more runs. Heading to the 6th inning now. Top of the 6th inning in the 7-inning game. Washington clinging to a 4-3 lead. Washington will be at the plate now. Camille Guerreras about to lead things off. She is the leadoff batter for Washington. So they're back at the top of the order for the 3rd time today. Manager Nick Guerreras having a long chat with our home plate umpire Jenna McLeod right now before his team comes to bat. Guerreras 1 for 2. Rising 9th grader, just getting out of Kirkland Middle School. And this Washington team pretty young. It's that right back up the middle. And just too tough for the infield to make a play. So that's a single for Guerreras.
Stepping up to the plate now, second base number 6, Eliana Harris-Sinowitz.
Good start for Washington. When the runner comes back, they go to the white bag. And the question, you have to give the runner time to get on the white bag. And Carlos Leon is asking for an explanation. So,
didn't you have this in a game?
I did. We had this last week at the regional I was in. And the issue is, it's basically judgment. So they run through the orange bag and then they go to the white bag, but the defensive player has to allow them time to get to the white bag. And so this call, the umpire just felt like enough time had not gone by to put the tag on her. And Carlos Leon is pleading his case here. It's Jeff Doherty, our first base umpire, that made the call.
I think everyone saw that play from your regional last week, and so now everyone's defensively is ready to put the tag on. Right?
In all honesty, the incorrect call was made in Warner Robins last week in a Little League softball Southeast regional, so it drew a lot of focus, and
yep.
It was explained to us that the appropriate thing is the umpire gives that base runner time to get to the white bag, and in that case, he was saying that the player from Puerto Rico was just waiting to put the tag on her before she came back to the white base. So to me, it's a judgment call. I don't think any arguing will change it, though. So she talks to the first base coach. She's about
there's nothing here to me.
To step over onto the white bag. And again, a lot of these players do not use this safety base, this double base, during any other part of the season, so it's new to them as well, but they do know they have to go to the white base. And in Carlos Leon's defense, she did have 2 feet on the orange before she was sliding up to the white base.
Yeah, to me, this isn't a thing.
What it has done is pointed out that there needs to be more clarity about this rule, I think, next year.
100%.
And we're going to see Division I college softball going to that double base as well.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's common sense has to win, and the runner is safe. They touch the orange base as you're running through the line, and then really after that, does it matter? I mean, you have to have the ball get all the way back to the pitcher in the circle, and then if there's another play where she's on the orange base and some time has passed, and fine, but you've just got to have a little bit more common sense added to this rule, I think, moving forward.
So that discussion has ended, and now the umpires will get together as a crew. Crew chief is Garth Sanders, so he's kind of going over what just happened here.
And it's another thing if you make an attempt as a base runner to make a move towards second base, right? And then you go back to the orange base when you've already maybe taken a couple steps in fair territory. I could understand that, but there was no moves to be made. Clear as day, touches the orange base, and she's just coming back to the base. And the orange base is on the way to the white base. And that's just too soon to me.
Figueroa was waiting on her.
I just don't know what else you can really talk about, right? It's kind of one or the other. She's out or she's safe.
Umpires are talking to a Little League official because this rule has been in question over the past week, just what the appropriate call is. And again, they have to give her time to get back to that white bag. Figueroa was there waiting to put the tag on, and Carlos Leon, the Puerto Rican manager's argument was she was standing on the orange base.
Well, if everyone can take this moment to get on the same page for the upcoming week, you know, okay. Let's take advantage of this moment. It's a long week. Got a lot of games in front of us in Washington. So this is going to continue to come up. Just need to make sure that we know exactly what the rule is and how it's going to be enforced going forward. I think the results of this timeout or protest or challenge, whatever is happening here, I think this will be huge for how it's going to be called the rest of the week.
Yeah, to your point, consistency is what everybody's asking for right now.
I love this shot with the two head coaches talking about it as well. Do you understand this? What do you have on this play?
Yeah.
How would you coach this? You know, we all speak different languages, but you know what? We all speak together. We all speak softball. Understand what's happening.
Carlos Leon there on the left, and on the right, Nick Garettis. Two managers.
And while the coaches are having a very, intense discussion about the ruling, we have some dancing going on both sides. It's just the duality of softball, I guess. And we have the umpire huddle still going on.
Yeah, I feel like it's deja vu. I was with Brittany McKinney last week, and she asked for clarification on this, and it ended up on a Zoom call. And there still seemed to be some confusion.
It's one of those things where if rules have gray area in them, the game will find that gray area. Yeah. It's just a matter of time.
And that's all I said. Yes, he used the word protest.
And now Nick Aretas, the Washington manager, getting some form of explanation. Runner was called safe originally.
This makes me think that this call could get overturned with how long this has taken.
It could. There's no review going on here. There's just a discussion with Little League officials trying to get an interpretation of the rule.
Well, it's one of those things where maybe you can ask for help and
or do a handstand.
This is an amazing shot. Tense conversation and we've got handstands. You know what? Let's just focus on the handstands at this point. Cartwheels now.
I want to see full tumble down the third baseline. So the decision is being made. They are talking through the interpreter to make sure they get it communicated right to Carlos Leon.
Well, if you're Carla Rodriguez for Puerto Rico, this is a lengthy delay. She's the pitcher for them defensively right now. She's going to need to re-warm up.
Do you think she should be throwing with somebody right now?
Maybe not right now, but there needs to be given a grace period for her to get some pitches in. You don't want to pitch too early. You just don't know how long this discussion is going to continue for, but she needs to be able to have some pitches to re-warm up.
I feel a Zoom call coming on tomorrow morning. Or late tonight. Because as you pointed out, this is just going to continue to happen. And no one seems to know the clear expectation of how it will be called.
Heard a little bit of that, and it sounds like the league had to get involved there, and that's what took so long with this delay. They were waiting on communication from the head office.
So after all that, everything will stand as called. Goretis will be allowed to stay on first base. Washington with a one-run lead here in the top of the sixth in this 7-inning game, and we'll see if Rodriguez has affected the pitcher after this delay. Arasimowicz, the batter, squares off to bunt. Throw down to first. Runner's going to third. Safe into third. Safe at first. What a bunt. And now out at first.
So a sacrifice here. And then I like the fact that Guerrero was on the move, no hesitation.
The Washington manager had asked their runner at first to stay on first, and that was why the confusion. Then finally confirmed the out call. So they did get the runner out at first, one down. The runner, though, moves over to third, and a strike call. It's been a wild game. Kayla Martin, the batter, singled in her last at bat. Lifted to left, going foul, out of play. It's been a long day for the Puerto Rican team. They started the day playing at 10:30 this morning. It's now 7:30 in the evening. Up the middle. Rodriguez misjudged it. Can they get her? No. But the run did not score. They held Guerrero at third base with one out.
Slow developing play here. 0-2 off at the end of the bat. Thought that Rodriguez was going to have a chance to catch that herself, and then the ball just dies.
So Martin standing on first. Stella Desai up to bat. Runner going. Good job by Nieves to get that ball quickly. Second and third, that's where the runners are for Washington now. Side, Nieves lost the ball. Drifts back with her eye on the runner. Rodriguez a ball away from loading the bases. And a strike. Good play by Nick Guerrero, third base.
Huh. Carla Rodriguez coming all the way back. Getting the count back to full.
And puts her on. So the base is loaded now with one out. Sabrina Hagan coming to bat. Washington looking to add more to its 4-run total right now. And Carlos Leon, the Puerto Rican manager, coming out of the dugout. He has used Sanchez and Rodriguez in the circle. Doesn't look like they're making a change right now.
There's a lot of information going down in this timeout. Trying to pick up on the body language of what he's telling his team. I think there was a little bit of motivation at the start of this timeout and talking about body language and it's okay, and then a little bit of where are we going to be positioned. Bases are loaded. Do you want to be playing back with one out? Have the ability to just make it out? Or are we going to crunch in a little bit and really protect that run at third base?
Shifted the infield around a little bit. Hagen, the batter, one out. Takes a strike. Just taken all the way, it seemed like, on that first pitch.
Rodriguez at shortstop is really shifted over to her right, our left. There's a big space up the middle that is wide open.
Second base Rodriguez is in a little bit too. Here's the chopper, goes foul. Rodriguez way ahead in this count, 0-2. Puerto Rico needs an out here. Bases loaded for Washington. Hagen went after that high pitch. Good eye by Hagen. Hagen's uncle Roger invented a method for jet engine ignition. Smashes that to left field. Nice grab, runners hold. Good throw in from Santana. And they get the second out. So Katsakis, who had the 3 RBI double, back up to bat with the bases loaded. Rodriguez backs off, not sure about this pitch.
There's a lot of defensive shifting going on right now with Kanishka Rodriguez, the shortstop for Puerto Rico. She's been constantly moving around, trying to figure out where Coach Leone wants her.
Good pitch. First strike to Katsakis. Calling that pitch in. Fouled off. 1-2. And Katsakis goes down swinging. Puerto Rico gets out of a jam as Washington leaves the bases loaded, but still leads 4-3 and headed to the bottom of the 6th.
Well, it was a long inning, but it ends with a strikeout. Rodriguez getting out of the jam, bases loaded. We'll see if Puerto Rico can bring some offense.
Back to the top of the batting order for Puerto Rico. This will be the start of their 3rd time through. Yaneli Santana up to bat, 2 for 2 today in this game. A little over an hour of sunlight left. No lights on these fields. This game going late. Nice pitch by Garetas, who has stayed in the circle the entire game for Washington. It's going to get foul. 2-2 the count will go. Over to first base. That's a foul ball. Good pitch. One down.
A little generous on the outside half, but definitely too close to be taking with 2 strikes. You don't want to let the umpire dictate your at bat when you're in that position. Do I think it was a strike? No.
No.
But it was too close.
Montez, the next batter.
It's the first strikeout for Paredes. It's the 3rd inning.
Well, these fans here have not lost their enthusiasm. They're trying to get this team across the finish line.
Thinned out a little bit, but still good energy.
Oh, that is just perfectly placed. Ball gets past the outfielder, and she'll stretch that into a double. Montez showing some speed on the base path.
That's why you need to round it hard as a base runner.
So the go-ahead run at the plate now. Tying run at second for Puerto Rico. Figueroa had a big hit earlier in the game as well. Strike. That is a nice shot into right center. A run will score for Puerto Rico. And another double by Figueroa. So Puerto Rico has tied the score here in the bottom of the 6th.
This is why it was so important for Montez to round first hard, take the extra 60 feet to get into scoring position for the number 3 batter in Figueroa. She's had some really big moments today. That's her 2nd hit. Had a double in her last at-bat. Backs it up with another double.
Nieves comes to the plate. The go-ahead run now at second. Figueroa standing out there waiting on Nieves to try to bring her home. Nieves hits that deep to left. Nice catch by Gilliland and gets the throw in quickly. Runners has to stay. Boy, Nieves really got a hold of that one. Good play by Gilliland.
This is number 16, Carla Rodriguez.
Carla Rodriguez back up to bat. Swings on the first pitch, gets through. Puerto Rico's going to hold at third. Good throw in again by Gilliland. as Figueroa had made the turn and then went back. Gilliland saving a run. Bermudez up to bat, 2 outs, 2 runners in front of her at second and third. Scores tied now 4-all. Bermudez had an RBI hit in her last at bat. Base hit here would bring in the go-ahead run. Chopper to short. Run scores, throw over. Oh boy, no run. Bermudez is thrown out at first in the nick of time. Otherwise, Puerto Rico would be up 5-4. So we will head into the 7th inning tied at 4 apiece. A dramatic game here in Kirkland to end the day. About an hour of sunlight left. And we're in the top of the 7th inning. Score tied at 4. 19 hits today between the two teams. This Puerto Rico infield meeting in the circle. They'll try to shut down this Washington team. Puerto Rico tying the score in the bottom of the 6th. Mia Kelly, catcher for Washington, takes a couple of pitches. Washington exploded for all 4 of their runs in the 4th inning. 3 straight balls thrown to Mia Kelly.
Love this timeout from Nieves, just to take a moment for her pitcher. I've loved her demeanor behind the plate this entire game and this entire day. This is our 2nd game calling Puerto Rico, and she's constantly just in line with her pitchers, with her communication, whether it's a little bit of motivation or the fist pump with the strikeouts. You just love a catcher that's always locked in.
She's so good defensively, too. She saved a lot of runs. That is hit off the hands right to second base. Rodriguez makes the grab. Quickly 1 down. Charlie Scavera will be the next batter.
This is Charlie Scavera.
You tuned 1-5, have some fun!
Scavera, almost a fantastic catch by Rodriguez. She knocked it down and just could not get the ball back in her glove. That would have been an amazing catch.
Oh, she wanted that as well. Ball's hit well, timed it perfectly, just could not keep it in her glove. It spins out, and then she would have had to play at first base if she would have been able to grab it right after it hit the ground with her hand. But again, the spin just continued. And the competitor that we've seen her be this entire game. Let's see if she gets another shot at that.
Scavera's on first. Rose Stone the batter now. Stone strike out and has drawn a walk today. That gets away from Nieves. Runner stays, though. They did not send Scavera. Stone, one of the older players on this team. She's 14. Remember, this Washington team is young. 11 of the 12 players, 13. Nevis did her best to get a strike called there, but it just didn't happen.
She is working for that pitch.
Grounder. Will they turn two? Not quite. Good play by Rodriguez, the second baseman, to get that lead runner.
Ball is finding Rodriguez this inning.
So the force out at second means there's runner on first for Washington. Gilliland, the batter. Nice pitch, called strike. That is hit to right field. And the one-handed grab by Figueroa saves a run. So Puerto Rico will be trying to walk this off when we go to the bottom of the seventh. Sabrina Hagan will now be in the circle for Washington, replacing Guerreras. So bringing her in for the final inning. Let's see if this pays off for Washington. We are tied at 4.
Talked about how young this Washington team is, so bringing in a veteran for the heat of the moment.
Guerreras, the former pitcher, went to first base. Desai, who was at first, goes out to right. Foul ball. Yana Sanchez looking for her first hit of the game. Started the game out pitching. Another foul ball, 1-2. Infield now completely covered in shadow.
Yeah, this is when you want to be a hitter now. Lighting is almost absolutely perfect.
Hagan coming in here in the bottom of the 7th inning, feeling like she can handle the pressure of this moment. 2-2 the count. Fouled back by Sanchez to stay alive. Sanchez getting an earful of encouragement from Carlos Leon, the manager who's coaching third.
Sanchez is welcoming Sabrina Hagan to the circle with a lengthy at-bat.
Out to right field, a base hit right away for Puerto Rico. They have their leadoff batter on. Sanchez leading this inning off with a single. Darielis Rodriguez will be up next.
Puerto Rico has had a base hit in every single inning. And bottom of the 7th, no better time to get that hit in the inning than the first batter to set the tone. Start a rally potentially.
Got away from the catcher, runner going down to second. Goes in standing up. So the winning run now at second base. Nick Garettis out talking to his infield.
Wouldn't be surprised here if Puerto Rico continues with some small ball. We've seen them utilize their bunt game this entire day, really. Bottom of the lineup. Rodriguez, though, did have a base hit in the second inning. No outs here. If I'm Puerto Rico, I'm probably going to try and manufacture something a little bit. Get Sanchez over 60 more feet to third base, possibly a bunt here.
1-0 the count.
Looking out to the Washington corners, their defense way too deep. Garettis is now at first base. She was our pitcher for this entire game almost, and she is behind first base, not even contesting the bunt.
Nice bunt. Play goes to first, not in time. Runner moves over to third. An incredible bunt by Darielis Rodriguez.
So not only do you move your teammate 60 feet away from winning this ball game, you're on base yourself. There's not an out on the board. It's exactly how you do it. And you see what the defense was giving Puerto Rico, and so recognizing that, utilizing the small ball, and now things are set up for what could be our second walk-off of the day.
Shiliani's Morris up to bat now. Morris shaking her hand out after fouling that off.
And if you're Morris, you have one job: get your hacks in. Put bat on ball.
No outs. Good stop by Mia Kelly behind the plate. Morris chops that foul. 1-2.
That runner at second base, Rodriguez, is so important because it allows Sanchez at third to be a little bit more aggressive, potentially push the envelope.
Oh, a called strike on the outside corner. Now Morris goes down. One out.
Working the outside part of the plate. It's a hittable pitch.
Kanishka Rodriguez up to bat now. Runner still second and third. One out. Puerto Rico just needs a run to win this game. Bottom of the 7th.
See how crunched in the infield is for Washington. Way in.
Another good stop by Kelly. Bounced into her. A wild pitch could score a run. A base hit scores a run.
personally would take here until Hagan throws you a strike in this at-bat.
Ball gets away from the catcher. This might do it. Game over. Puerto Rico wins it in the bottom of the 7th as that ball got past the catcher, Mia Kelly, and allowed Rodriguez to come in and score the winning run.
That was a great ball game. I mean, it just had a little bit of everything. Yes, it was chaotic at the start. Puerto Rico scores first. Washington has a huge 4th inning, but Puerto Rico, credit their offense. They were able to just continue to chip away and get back in this ball game, and then defensively held it down after that 4th to give their team a chance to walk off the game here in the bottom of the 7th.
And after the way they lost to South Carolina this morning, they came out with a never-say-die attitude that was ultimately rewarded with a win in the bottom of the 7th. We continue our second day of pool play tomorrow at 10:30 Pacific. That's 1:30 Eastern here on ESPN+. But our final game today goes to Puerto Rico, 5-4. We'll see you tomorrow with more Junior League Softball World Series.